Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, my people. So, for people wondering, why is the title of this video is called Kabaka Boys Part 2, or waiting concern Kabaka concern reading books. Then you have to go and start from yesterday video, because we started this video last night. We are talking about the vandalization of Kanu Library. You know, for me, I have a special relationship with books. So when I heard the vandalization of Kanu Library, I felt obliged to talk about it. So, like I said, if you are wondering why the title is Kabaka Boys Part 2, go and watch our Part 1. So, let's get started. Dr. Habib Olamitoye, the author of the book, The Strangest Way of Making Money, said, school actually starts when you leave college or when you leave university. Learning actually starts when you leave college or you leave university. Some people, the last day they get their result from school, they say, this is the end. I'm not going near book again for my life. No, that is actually the beginning of learning. So I will tell you my own story. I graduated 2007, 2008. Okay. Few years later, I got a job. From one job to another. You know, my life was not organized. My life was not structured. You understand me? So I was talking to my sister in Italy, and she said to me, look, why don't you read quotes? So if you read quotes, it's going to help you in terms of, it's going to help you mentally so that you can be mentally strong. So at one time I have, let's say, 8,000 quotes, different quotes from different people on my phone. But it didn't satisfy my taste for knowledge. Okay, it did satisfy my taste for education. So from reading quotes, I transition. Listen to this now. From reading quotes, I transition into reading books. Okay, so when I start reading books, I'm talking about life self-help books. Now I'm going to be showing you some of the books. So when I start reading books, my life was transformed. Okay, my life was transformed. It was more organized, more structure. You know, everything I do, even in my work, I become more professional because I now have a direction. Okay, and I have where I'm going, and I have someone guiding me. It's like when you have a master telling you do this, do that. You know, when you are working, you have you're an apprenticeship. Then you have a master. That's what books does for you. It's like your master telling you what to do in different situations. It's like, for example, if you are a Christian, if you need help or guidance, you go to your pastors. Okay, if you are a native person, you go to your native doctors. Okay, me, I naturally go to my books for advice on anything, finance, relationship, everything. You understand me? Okay. So that is my story with books. So when I heard the vandalization of Kanu Library, it pierced my soul. I said, no. Okay, so I've done part 1. This is the part 2. So let's continue. So as we are going to the part 2, we are going to be reading few quotes. So we are going to read a quote from a guy called Walt Disney. Okay, Walt Disney is dead now. Okay, Walt Disney is dead now, 1966. Okay, Walt Disney died in 1966. Today we are in 2024. His business or his organization or his company is still worth billions of dollars. Okay, Walt Disney, his company is still worth billions of dollars. Let's listen to what Disney quotes on books. Okay, as we go on with this video, he said there's more treasure in books than in all the pirate loot on Treasure Island, and best of all, you can enjoy these riches every day of your life. Listen to that. There is more treasure in books than in all the pirate loot on Treasure Island. And the best of all, you can enjoy these riches every day of your life. That's what Disney, a former US president, said. If a man is speaking the language you don't understand, ask that man which book they are reading. So if you see a man talking with a language you don't understand, he may be speaking English, but what he's saying is different from what you hear from your group. What he's saying is different from what you hear from your peers. Then you call the man aside and say, "Oh God, please, so what books are you reading?" I've asked one of my friends, Unovo, on Facebook. He's always posting something that highlights me. And I asked him, I said, "My brother, what are you reading? Something? What book are you reading? This cannot just be, these words you are using on this Facebook cannot just be coming out of your ordinary head. There's something in all these words." Then my friend Unovuna told me that he's reading the book, The Heart of War. So like the former president of America said, if someone is speaking the language you don't understand, ask them what book are they reading. I've said this before. My Igbo friend here in Dublin said to me once, he said, a man that reads books is a man that has the mind of 30 people. A man that reads books is a man that has the mind of 30 people. Let's continue. What did Eric Ford say about reading, about knowledge? He said, anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. While anyone who keeps learning stays young. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. Listen to that. He said, anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. But anyone who keeps learning stays young. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. Is this not the same point Dr. Habib was making at the beginning, in the intro of this video? Dr. Habib was telling us that learning actually started after you leave college, after you leave school. Dr. Habib started reading self-help books, like the one I'm reading, when he left college at the age of 25. I think Dr. Habib has the biggest hospital in Ibadan. You understand? And he says something in his book. He said he makes sure that all his staff read at least one book every month. Okay, let's read the last quote while I show you some of my book to end this video. The last quote is from Mark Twain. He said, a person who don't read has no advantage over one who can't read. A person who won't read, because these words are significant, so I have to say it the way it is. A person who would read has no advantage over who can't read. Who won't read? A person who won't read. What did Dr. Boy says in our last video? He said you will literally have to put a gun in the head of a black man for a black man to pick up a book. Today I'm sharing this video now. You will be laughing and be mocking people in Kanu that I can't go and rob and steal from the Kanu library. They couldn't pick ancient book. They couldn't pick important books. But you are not different from them. If you are a graduate, you don't read continuously. Like Erin Foss said, like Dr. Habib said, if you don't read continuously, you are not different from them. If you don't read like us that read all the time, you are not different from them. So don't stay here and start mocking those 5, 10 years old, or those children looting the library in Kanu if you yourself don't read. You understand? So to end this video, like me personally, I have over 3,000 books in my library. Over 3,000 books. So I took a little bit to share with you guys here to understand that I'm not just talking. I'm serious about what I'm doing. So this is the first book. Okay, The Habit of Highly Effective People. Let me show you another one. This is another book, Awakening the Giant by Tony Robbins. Let me show you another one. Although I haven't opened this one yet, but I'm just, this Kiss the Frog by Brian Tracy. Very, very, very smart book, very intelligent book. Because I strategically pick all these books because I know it is important. The Spirit of Leadership, Dr. Miles Marone. Very important. Go and get something and read. The power of habit. Okay, every time I come here, I said 70% of the habit we copy from our parents, 70% of the habit we copy from our environment are bad habits. Okay, reading is an habit, it's a culture. So when you read books like this, you start working on your habit. Dr. Bob Proctor said the only way to replace habit is by doing good habits. Okay, you use good habit to replace habits. That's the only way you can replace habits. Doing nothing will change your habits. So this kind of book is good. The Power of Habit. Then who is this guy? Yeah, the Intelligent Entrepreneur. So I'm a book person, so I like reading books that relate to businesses, leadership. Okay. Then we all know this guy, Nelson Mandela. See him here. Okay, look at him here. The another business book. This book is very good. The Blue Ocean Strategy. How to use the ideas of the fish in your business so that you can become the number one in whatever field you are doing. So this is the Blue Ocean Strategy. Then we have this guy here, the Mind of the Millionaire. This guy is coming to Dublin recently to come and talk on this book, and he's selling the ticket for 20 euros. So if you are in Dublin, you can go and register and see this guy, the Mind of the Millionaire. Then this is the one we are doing in our class now. So we almost finished this book, The Mafia Manager, and I will recommend it for anybody. It's one of the best books. So some of the ideas I've gotten in this book has helped me in terms of how I deal with my managers, in terms of how I deal with friends, relationship, project, and everything. This book is extremely good. And I'm going to leave it in my car where I live. I know nobody is coming to steal it because people don't know the value of book. I know the value of book. So that is why the destruction of Kano Library bring me out here to come and do part 2 about this video. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. Okay, like I said, at Vivi Institute, which I'm the CEO, we read a minimum of 7 books a year. Okay, these books, you can get them 1,500 naira in your city, any city you have. Order it and start reading. I read 3 times a week. It's not what you have to do every day. You can read 3 times a week. It elevates your mind. It makes you to think differently. Okay, if you are talking, your friends, you automatically notice that you have to leave your group because all your friends will be talking about is booty, women, while you are thinking of ideas, you are thinking of business, you are thinking of creating something. Okay, we come to this earth to create something, to impact life positively. We didn't come here to look for women or to only have children. We come here to impact people with knowledge, and that is what I'm doing here. Okay, like I said, my name is Dr. Vince. I'm a life coach, a business coach, and a financial literacy teacher. Thanks for watching, and do have a productive day.